You want to start the intro?
What's the intro?
I don't know. What the fuck do you usually do?
Just jump right into it.
Okay. You're just awkward because I'm around?
Maybe. Hi, I'm Tucker.
We're going to cut that out.
Yeah, we can cut that out.
Hey guys. This is Danny. I'm here with Tucker, who's shy all of a sudden.
So gotta show off the best seahorse dad ever. Still not showing terribly much, but we're getting there. I'm 23 weeks pregnant and I'm getting married today. Let's get ready. Going with suspenders because none of my belts fit anymore. Time to do the hair. And of course, the vows. Alright, this is what I'm wearing to my wedding. See y'all in a couple hours. Alright, so a couple people asked how my pregnancy came to be. My partner is a cis woman, female at birth. So I was also born female at birth. I'm a trans man, clearly. I've transitioned and socially transitioned for 15 years. Medically, I started transitioning about 8 years ago. So I'm 24 weeks pregnant. This came to be because my partner and I are in an open relationship. We are polyamorous. At the time, I was seeing a cisgendered man, and I had no cycle, no signs of ovulation. I'd been on testosterone for 8 years, and I did take Plan B. Thought, nah, couldn't happen. Joke's on me. Yeah, so coincidentally, we were already trying to get pregnant. My partner was going through the process of fertility treatments. Part of the reason why I didn't think it was possible to get pregnant was because I had gotten pregnant previously and had miscarried, and they had attributed that to, how long I had been on hormone treatments, atrophy, different things like that. But turns out, good to go, everything's working. Yeah, so while my pregnancy is a complete accident, to be quite fair, we're very excited. We were trying to get pregnant anyway, and so that's kind of what led into us keeping the baby and not terminating my pregnancy. And as a trans man, even if you don't have a defined cycle or don't have any menstrual cycle, you are still ovulating. So, fun fact. Alright, we're 26 weeks pregnant now. Baby is the size of iceberg lettuce. Pretty cool. And I'm still working on the nursery. So, currently painting the trim that I got floor stain all over. And thought I'd give some updates and chat about what's been going on. So I've been a little behind on making videos, mostly because I was rushed to L&D, 24 weeks? Yeah, a week and a half ago. I spilled paint everywhere. Don't mind me. So essentially, during the middle of my work shift, which thankfully I work at the hospital, I had this awful headache that had been just getting worse for 2 days. And my wife and I were on break, and all of a sudden it got to the point where I was physically throwing up from pain. Not even just nausea, just pain. And I ended up passing out from vomiting and pain. So we contacted our on-call OB, and they essentially were like, get into O&D. My partner was taking my blood pressure while we were waiting and everything, and a little elevated, but not crazy. But like any good concerned partner, she was worried. So the supervisor at work called L&D and was like, hey, we have a staff member that's 24 weeks pregnant and is throwing up and passing out from pain, has this awful headache. We're going to be bringing them to the L&D department. She did not mention that I was a trans man, which I mean, I don't really have to. So we roll up in a wheelchair. My partner somehow got me into the wheelchair from the ground. We rolled up, and the entire like L&D department that was at the front desk was like, what's going on now? Because they were not prepared for a trans man. They had difficulty finding me in the system, I think because the registration lady was a little thrown off. But once they found me, they took me back to a room. They started monitoring baby on the monitor. They ended up giving me some medication to help the headache. Essentially, the running idea of what happened was the shift in hormones, especially from being on testosterone prior to all this, and all the hormones associated with pregnancy. I just am starting to get migraines. So we've got me on some medication to help curb that, and some medication if another one comes up. So after everything was made sure, everything was A-okay. Baby was good, I was good. So this education nurse that we were familiar with, because she taught one of our baby classes, she was talking to my wife while I was passed out, and my wife had mentioned, we were a little uncomfortable with the situation, and everybody was great. My care was not impacted whatsoever, but there were certain points that just felt uncomfortable, some interactions that felt uncomfortable, primarily because they were not prepared for a trans man, which I think is understandable. So what we ended up settling on, what's going to be happening, is we're going to do a care coordination meeting. Essentially, they're pulling together the different parts of my team, my OB, maternal fetal medicine, the labor department, and we're going to have a meeting about, what the birth plan is, what's okay, what's not okay, as far as terminology, frequency of checks, and basically my wishes, so we don't have to be explaining every single time. We did run into that where I had to keep explaining, like, no male caregivers, stuff like that. So they want to get everything on paper and get everybody on the same page, which I think is great. I'm excited to see what comes about of this meeting. Just want to let everybody know we are A-okay, and 26 weeks pregnant now. Baby is doing great and apparently hiccuping, which I thought was the cutest thing ever. But till next time.
Tucker, tell Maya what happened.
No.
No? Did you have chest pain and shortness of breath for 3 days?
Yeah.
Are you throwing frequent PVCs?
Yeah.
Did everyone tell you to go to the ED?
Yeah.
Alright, and what do we do instead of going to the ED?
Went to urgent care.
No. What did we do before that?
Oh, I ate some ramen and I napped.
You took a nap, yeah. And then you let me take you to urgent care. And what did the people at urgent care tell you to do?
Turn around and go to the ED.
Okay, so we're going to the ED now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you a little stubborn?
No.
Do you keep saying this is bullshit as I'm driving?
This is bullshit.
Your dad's a stubborn man. But he loves you.
I love you.
Tucker, what were you doing there?
Work up.
So, almost 8 hours later, what have we learned?
Danny was right.
Danny's always right. Remember that, Maya. At the end of the day, your mom is always right. Did we have fun?
Oh, yeah.
And I saw you punch through his stomach or kick through his stomach. It was freaky as shit.
Yeah, it's the first time you did that.
You kept...
You reacted to every baby that cried in the ED.
Yeah. It was wild. Alright, we love you, Maya.
Love you, Maya. Alright, some tummy talk with Tucker. This is week 28. So it's like a kind of a mixed bag at work. Some people know that I'm trans and pregnant, and some people have absolutely no clue. We're very open about it, but it's a large place to work, so not everybody knows. The other day, I had a coworker telling another coworker that I didn't actually know about my status and that I was pregnant. And she just goes, huh, I thought he was fat. So we're still passing. Still looking okay despite the 28-week bump. I just thought that was pretty funny. That was her response to finding out I was trans and pregnant, was that I just possibly looked like I got fat. We also had our care coordination meeting, and that was pretty interesting. We'll talk more about that later, but yeah, I'm just fat, guys. This is not a baby. I'm 31 weeks pregnant, and I haven't done any art in a while, other than a little bit of the nursery. So we're gonna give it a go a bit.
Tucker?
What a shit.
What were you saying?
I look pretty pregnant.
You don't say. How many weeks are you?
Tomorrow I'll be 32.
Woo! And you look just a little pregnant?
Just a little.
It's just a tumor, right?
It's a puma.
It's a tumor?
A puma.
Love you. Tucker, what's your favorite thing to say to me?
Wanna see me cone?
You want to explain what coning is?
When I get up the wrong way, my abdominal muscles come out.
Yes,
It looks like a cone.
And if he does that too much, what happens, Tucker?
They rip apart.
The abdominal muscles split. Yeah. So it's really freaky. So anytime he gets up, he looks at me and says,
Wanna see me cone?
I love you.
Love you.
Tucker, how are we talking to Maya? What were you doing earlier? No, you pulled your shirt up and said something to her.
Hey girl, hey.
What was that again?
Hey girl, hey.
Oh, Tucker. Tucker, how many weeks are we?
34.
34. Look at that belly. And you can tell, turn around the whole way. No, you can tell that she favors the right side more because the stretch marks are almost all on the right side and there's only a little bit on this side.
Yeah, she always pokes out over here.
Pokes out over there. His poor belly. Say, I love you, Maya.
Love you, Maya.
Tucker, how many weeks are we now?
36.
36. Let me see that belly. Do a slow turn. Keep going, buddy. Not the most graceful, but it's a turn. Keep going. We put lotion on some of the stretch marks, so it's getting better. Let's see, I forget what it was, but I got it on Amazon.
I still can't see him.
And we got the nursery done. You ready? Got a little bouncer. We're doing Montessori, so we have a mirror that's like glued onto the wall there for her. Got Tucker's beautiful decorations. That is going to be the floor mat when she's old enough to turn herself over and crawl. For now, she's going to be in the bassinet. Bees. We got our changing station with some dresser drawers and some clothes that my lovely family got us. We got a nice little Montessori style shelf. I love it. We got toys there. Nightlight, baby monitor. We got... That's our practice baby for the dog. Yes, we bought her skin color accordingly. Oh, and then... Oh, they probably can't see with it being dark out, can they? But the curtains have little, like, star holes in them. So when you pull it when it's bright outside, it, like, looks like a ton of little stars filtering through. It's really pretty. What do you think, Tucker?
I love it.
You love it? One more month.
Or less.
Or less. Thanks for watching, guys.
37-week update. It's our side bump. She's the size of a winter melon. I feel the size of a winter melon. We have our last ultrasound today with maternal fetal medicine. Everything's been going good on that front, so I don't expect it to be any different. But we'll get our final peek of little Maya in my stomach before we get to meet her in the real world. Definitely nesting pretty hard. I cleaned the entire living room and rearranged our entire bedroom while Danny was away last night. Got yelled at for that one. I'm not supposed to be lifting things, but technically, I slid the things. I did not lift them. Might be able to get out of that with a technicality. But yeah, last ultrasound today. Hopefully give you some updates later. Time between now and a little bit after Thanksgiving, we could be having a Maya. Got our checklist of things pretty much done. Yeah, building the bassinet's the last thing we gotta do. But the final countdown. As much as I enjoyed this pregnancy, very excited to not be pregnant and carrying around this entire melon.
Tucker, how'd tonight go?
Awful.
Why?
Because they made me charge nurse, and then I ended up vomiting, and now we're waiting in line to leave to go home, and the cars aren't moving, and I got a baby butt in my diaphragm, I got a baby head in my pelvis, and my pelvis is achy, and my legs are swollen, and I got vomit in my beard, and the cars won't move, and I just want to get home. I'm uncomfortable.
37 weeks. The joy of pregnancy, right, Tucker?
Yeah. I'd do it again. So, tummy talk with Tucker. We are at 38 weeks now. Fast approaching any day now when Maya will grace us with her presence. One thing that we've been really kind of getting together and finalizing is our birth plan. So, what do I want to be called? What kind of staff members are okay in the room? Who in general is okay in the room? I thought it was really cool that our care team at our care coordination meeting, they ended up finding me a resource, which is for trans and non-binary parents to kind of get an idea on where to start your birth plan. So it asks a lot of interesting questions. A lot of them are the typical, birth plan questions, like what kind of pain relief do you want? What elements of the room are you okay with? What I thought was interesting was it asked me what I would like to be referred to in a parental role. So, like, I'm Papa, so I put Papa. But yeah, one thing I thought was interesting was that it asked about the dynamics of our family. So are we single parent, solo parent, two parent, transparental. We put polyparental because we're both polyamorous. So it was a great guide to kind of getting our wits about us for our birth plan. It's from familieslgbt.org. It was brought to us by our provider on our care team to kind of get an idea of what we want for our birth plan and get started. So I would recommend it.
Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should be more upset about the hate comments we're getting?
Probably. Not the least bit bothered. They're not even original.
They're not.
It's the same thought worded slightly different with a very limited vocabulary.
It's just unaliving the gays.
It's just kind
like
of
I haven't heard
at.
that before.
Right?
You can do better, folks.
I know. At least be original.
Alright, we should probably go back to our Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
So we are 38 weeks and some change pregnant. Any day now. I feel very, very bloated. Yeah, Danny's final requirement before the baby comes was to finish her final for this semester. She's in the middle of her master's degree, so she didn't want all the stress of having classes while the baby is literally being born. And then mine was a little less serious. My requirement was that we make it to at least Thanksgiving so I can eat Thanksgiving dinner. And hey, yo, moving around. Because I really want mashed potatoes and I really want pie. So a couple more days till we hit that requirement. We'll see if Maya allows me to reach that. But her actual due date is the 5th of December, so we'll see if we make it that far, but at least Thanksgiving, please. How much the pie?
Tucker. What has Maya been doing tonight?
What do you mean?
She doing some moving and grooving?
Yeah.
Where's she moving?
Down.
Down to your pelvis?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Hurts a bit.
You think it's only a couple days now?
Yeah.
You think she'll let you get some pie?
I hope.
And we finally, guys, got some footage of her moving. I'm going to have Tucker attach it at the end. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Maya. Ooh. We got one. You can do it again? Ooh. Finally. People have been asking for that girly. Anything else? Hey guys. So, happy Thanksgiving. Tucker got to Thanksgiving. He got one bite of pie, and then he told me that it was time to go home. And then as soon as we got home, his water broke. So we popped into the hospital, what did we say, 4:30?
4:30.
And by 6:08, Miss Maya was here. Let me see if I can switch. Say hi, Maya. Say hi. You got one bite of turkey, right, Tucker? Or one bite of pie? Miss Maya. Hey. All right, we'll update you later, guys.